Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is episode 6 of my Dominions 4 Let's Play. When we last left off, we suffered a pretty tough battle up here in Dark Woods. Our troops were beat down. There's only 19 of them left. That's certainly not enough for me to feel secure, and we're surrounded by enemies in large numbers. I normally play, anyway, a little timid, and the idea that this Let's Play may be watched by tens of people makes me even play a little bit more nervously. But let's just power ahead. Now, we've got a throne here we could possibly take. In fact, let's just look at the strategic situation as a whole here. We have Arco to our south. We have Sitis to our north. We have a throne within conquering distance. We have a throne here that I'd like to have. And we have a throne here. Not sure what's to the east. We'll find out soon, though, when Sneaky Bastard East gets over there. And so, we're kind of in an interesting position. I'm not too worried, but it could be better. We have only research mages and one priest prophet who is pretty powerful, but I could use a little bit more. I was thinking I could add some mages to my armies, but I've looked, and there really isn't anything. Next turn I'm going to get the second level of alteration, but there's not much there. I could use Phantasmal Warrior, which just summons a little ethereal troop. I mean, that's not too powerful. It's kind of silly to waste a mage just for that. And I could do Earth Meld, which will sink a few troops into the ground, but it's not going to do me much good because my mage would pretty much be wiped out after just casting it once. And of course, any mage I create for battle will slow down my research. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set up a new fort here in Wick. And meanwhile, I'll have Surreal here in Darkwoods just try to hold off the enemy. I don't think they're going to try to go for the throne because it's guarded by Phantasmal Warriors and a Sorceress. So that's going to be a little difficult for them. I'm perfectly set up to take this throne because it's guarded by undead and I have powerful priests. So that's kind of how things look from a tactical level. In the long run, I want to utilize the choke points. So I would really like to hold them off at the bridges, take over this little subcontinent here, and eventually this one, although obviously in this case it'll involve fighting another god. I might be able to beat Arco to this, but I doubt it. We'll see. Actually, it doesn't look like there's any troops there, so anyway. Let's get going. So, we're going to have a fight in Wick. Batman's going to be leading his troops. Let's see how well we do without the positive influence and sermons of Surreal Belief. And by the way, if you've been watching this all the way through, you've now been with me for well over an hour, so I thank you very much, and I am happy to invest you into the Order of Ursula. You are one of the original followers, and with that comes great honor, so thank you very much. We have some money left, and, you know, I want to, first of all, I want to take a look and see how much building a fortress would cost me. 1,200 gold for a fortress in 5 months. A castle is 1,500 in 6 months. The castle's better, and for only 1 month difference, I think it's worth it, but as a result, I need some money, and I need to get this set up quickly, so I'm going to refrain from recruiting any troops in my capital this turn to save up the money. But I will recruit a few guys to help out here. Since it's a forest province, it has good resources. Alright, perfect. Okay. Before I forget, let's get Batman back to where he needs to be. And you know what, though? I will... 100 gold, yeah, I need to recruit a mage. Research is a huge priority right now. And next turn. Okay, we're at level 2 of alteration as I predicted. Let's see how the battle in Wick went. Okay, should be pretty easy. I'm going to fast forward it. What we lack in priestly accoutrement, we more than make up for in sheer number of troops. And the infidels run. As they should. Okay, So, not as bad as I thought. Oh, there's Satis again. Well, I'm glad I was able to take this, but I'm going to need this province to provide production to my fortress. Resources. What to do, what to do. He's not holy, so conquering the throne will do him no good at all. We don't have the money yet for a castle, so let's just keep moving along. Get Sneaky Bastard out here. Oh, and by the way, in case you were wondering how I was able to see the battle down here when it was fought and I wasn't involved, it was because my scout was in the province. One cool thing about having scouts everywhere is that when they witness a battle, you get to see it. You get to see what kind of troops are coming your way and how things work out. It looks like Arco has focused his conquering to the north. The south is still neutral. That's his home province. Let's go here and see what that's about. Over here, we're going to go to the north. Here, we're going to try to get to the west. Okay. Still no troops to be recruited because I want to get that castle. Okay, but one thing I do want to do is I want to load this gentleman up with the troops that we still have, including the bodyguards. And he's just going to deliver them. And luckily, in Kidu, we're able to move 2 provinces at once as long as there's no forests or... yeah, no forests or mountains in the way. And next turn already. Okay, the Dormant Pretender Gods are awakening. That means we are about to witness the glorious event of Ursula's return. Let's see how we did in Deep Forest. Now, this should be quite simple, although they do have a Bear Tribe Shaman, 1 nature, Vine Arrow. We've seen this before. The more provinces we capture, the more money we make, so... well, I think we all know how this is going to end. Okay. It would be nice to have Ursula around, because then we could start site searching. And as soon as she does appear, I'll explain what that's all about and how to make that work. Would you look at this? This throne is guarded by Enkidu. Well, that's not gonna work. I mean, they're supposed to be working for me. Instead, they're working for another Anunnaki. The Shame. Vishtasp. This must be one of the level 3 thrones, because the level 3 thrones are generally guarded by a really powerful Titan. Well, we're going to stay away from it for now. And just keep on keeping on. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this nation is actually based on ancient Sumerian myth. And Enkidu isn't really a race of people at all. It's actually from the Epic of Gilgamesh, the story, the tale. And Enkidu is actually one man. He's a wild man who is a friend of Gilgamesh and assists him in his adventures. So that's kind of interesting. We know where we're coming from here. Alright, and these reinforcements are almost ready to arrive. We're also going to recruit some men here. Okay. Still don't know where Satis is coming from. Let's go here, because I'm pretty sure we're cool over there. Get him off to the west. Okay. Let's see if we can't take a better look at what's at this throne. Alright. And we're going to end the turn. A new proclamation. So the god of Arco is available. The god of Tianchi. Oh no, another prophet. They must have lost their first one. Actually, this is a prophet too. Inberk is now the prophet of Dinah. Another prophet. So actually, we are the only one. The entire nation rejoices. Ursula, god of goddess of the winds, mistress of hunting, queen of near and close. Aren't those the same things? Well, anyway, she's awake. Let's take a look. There she is. There's Ursula with her lionesses that always guard her. Excellent. And what she's going to do, as I said, is she's going to start looking around for magic sites. Now, I only have a few more minutes, but let's kind of get into this. Magic sites are scattered throughout the lands, and there are 5 different levels of them, from level 0 to level 5. I'm sorry, level 0 to level 4. The difference is the strength of the mage that needs to find them. So everybody who haplessly wanders into a province will find a level 0 site, but in order to find a level 1 site, you need a mage who has level 1 in that site's path, nature, earth, fire, etc. So, in order to reliably find all sites, you need to have a level 4 or above mage search. Now, this is a single player game, and I can have a little leeway with strategy. In a multiplayer game, typically people will start searching immediately with level 1 and level 2 mages because half of all magic sites out there are level 1, at least it was in Dominions 3, and the occasional level 4 site is incredibly rare. So really, if you play by the numbers, most of the sites you're going to find are level 1 and 0, and about 25%, let's say, are level 2. So a mage who has 2 in any particular path can generally be confident in finding most sites. But I like to be thorough, so Ursula's going to be doing it for us. Hopefully she's going to find a lot and we'll get some gems. Let's get Batman over here. Add some province defense as per our usual. And we can afford a castle now, so after this is conquered we can move up and build it. There's Satis's capital. Okay. So since he's a sneaky bastard north, we're going to move him north. Move him west. And our south guy has almost reached the west guy. So let's keep him up here. Keep an eye on Arco. See what they're doing. And there's Tianqi, who hasn't, I guess by virtue of being next to the powerful throne, hasn't conquered anything. Well, let's try to sneak by him. They might catch my scout, but who knows. And now we have an army worth talking about. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so I mentioned earlier, bodyguards have an increased chance to prevent assassinations as long as you tell them to guard the commander, which I'm going to do. I'm going to move them right there by him. So they're going to watch his back, make sure he's okay. I'm also going to break the rest of my troops up, and that wasn't how that was supposed to go, into 2 separate units. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm just failing left and right here. That's okay. You can only succeed by trying. Alright, so these guys are going to be here, and these guys are going to be here. Alright, we're going to attack. No, it's been a useful strategy so far. No point in changing it. And we're all set up and ready to go. Let's see, do we want to try our luck against a sorceress? Or do we want to start a war? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Well, their main forces are down here. You know what? Let's roll the dice. Let's start a war. They're all heathens anyway. Okay. Another Salome. And we are ready for the next turn. We're now at level 3 alteration. Okay. Living mark against the neutrals. Oh, should be no trouble whatsoever. In fact, I'm not even going to watch it. We didn't lose anything. We killed all of them. That's about how it's supposed to go. Oh, I knew it. Sneaky bastard was discovered. Let's see what he's up against real quickly. I should have set him to retreat. That was pretty stupid of me. But, well, they're pretty well organized. They've got their footman units, shields, spears, Master of the Dead, and a commander. No, that's not what I'm looking for. And a noble commander. Okay. Okay. And now let's look at our battle against Satis. Our first war. Oh. I think we're going to take this one. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong battle. We lost 2 gentlemen.